My mom was involved in a car accident in 2009. She, together with my grandmother and my four brothers, they were coming back from the Eastern Cape for my dad's funeral. So in Riversonder End, they had a collision with a taxi. As the police say, this is how it happens. They were driving, so there was a taxi coming in front of them, but they didn't see it apparently, and there was a truck in front of them, so they were trying to overtake a truck, but they didn't see the taxi coming, so they hit heads on, and they all passed away. Because it was my father's funeral, we were all at Grahamstown to bury him, but I had to leave 2 days before they left. So I came back because I had a test that I was writing at school. So I came back while I was busy preparing for the test. I got a phone call from my aunt telling me that I must come home. And I could feel that something was wrong because I've been calling my mom the night before when they were on the road, but they were all not picking up.
What happened to my mom in 2008? It was on a Sunday in June. Two men, they came into our house and they pretended as if they're getting lost. So they started asking my mom about the parcel that they were sent to come and collect. And my mom had no idea. Like, she didn't know anything about the parcel. And she started questioning them, where are they from? And the other one, who was more older than the other one, he did say that he's from one of the villages in our Eastern Cape. And my mom started questioning about that family because we are people from that family. But then the other one, wabe said to cela uye toilet. Then coming back from a toilet within like few seconds, wabe segepeti gani wadubula my cousin. And then from dubula my cousin, wabe said dubula mama. I think dubula 3 bullets mama, my cousin 2 bullets. But while that was happening, myself and Unaga sister wam, who was 3 years old, we ran out of the house.
This one day, my little brother Feza, he took a permanent kokimbaka and wrote on the wall. So my mother always told me to clean that thing, and I always cleaned it, I scratched it, and nothing would happen. It will never disappear. So she was like, no, you're not doing it properly. And then now this other day, I'm sitting here at home and I'm looking at the corner after moving some furniture, and I still see that mark. And I was thinking of my mom. See, it's been 7 years or even 8 years after my brother wrote on that wall, and the mark is still there today. So if she was still here, I would say to her, look at that mark. See, you said I didn't want to clean it. It's still there, which means it is a permanent mark. It was not my fault.
I think that I missed in my life, like growing up, as having someone to guide me. You know, when you go out as a young person and you come back endlini because you know, You know, yazi xa ungena umzali, you even miss ukungxoliswa. Yabo uthi manibuya, eish, mama uzabe ndibuza bendiphi. No, I need to have my story together, yabo. But for me, I never had that. It's either ndiyahamba, it's up to me to decide whether I'm coming back or I'm not. Otherwise, there's no one who's going to ask me that, because even my dad, after like the passing of my mom, he became an alcoholic, you know, but he was trying his best to be the father and the mother. But then, I mean, he was the man after all, and African men, they don't believe in talking. So it was like, if I go, I know maybe when I come back, he's not even in the house, so nobody's going to ask me anything.
After everybody was gone and I was left there alone, it was just that I was left alone. Everybody went back to their lives. But before the funeral, everybody was here. They were together. They were giving me hope. I saw that I'm alone, and I started living my own life as well. And I was at a stage where I was young and fresh. I was doing my second year at UWC. I had friends, a lot of friends. So I was like, okay, at least this is my home for now, because we stay here at Res, and everybody's doing their own thing. Some of them don't even talk about their families and whatever. So I fit properly now I'm up, because nobody asks where family is. You're just doing your own thing.
Out of the challenges that I got, out of the problems that I got, I had questions that I could have asked a woman that is older than me, like a mother to me. But then I never asked anyone. I took decisions. So I would take that chance, man, and ask her some of the questions that I had by the time that some of the things happened. You know, because when you grow up without a mother, there are things that are happening like in the society, or when you go out, but then you've got no one for an advice, you know. So those are the kind of things I would ask her, that if you were in this situation, what would you do?
I will say the hardest challenge I've faced, and this challenge, I don't think I'll ever face a challenge bigger than this one, was going to the funeral parlors, identifying the bodies. I remember the body of my 4 months brother, Mika. He was so small, and he had just one scratch on his forehead. And seeing him, it was like he was like he was gonna wake up or do something. I think my mom will be proud of me of not giving up, of just living my life. Because I think even today, after 7 years, I think if my mom can come here, knock in the door, and I'll open for her and see me, she'll see the Sapho that she lived, because I haven't changed a bit. I still do the things that she taught me. Even the hair, I haven't cutted my hair since my mother passed away. So even my hair, my mother knows my hair. It's like this, it never changed. So, yeah.